Emperor Menellik II, the man who defeated the Italians, making Ethiopia the only African country successful to resist European colonization. It served notice that Africa was not just there for the taking. Emperor Menellik II was one of Ethiopia's greatest leaders, ruling as king and emperor of Ethiopia from 1889 to 1913. He was born Sahle Miriam on August 17, 1884 in Ankoba, Shewa, Ethiopia. His mother, Waziri Ejigayahu Lema Adiyamo, was a palace servant, and his father was Prince Haile Melekot, son of King Sahle Selassie. During an 1855 invasion by Emperor Tewodros II, Melekot was killed and Miriam was taken prisoner and held captive for 10 years in the emperor's mountain stronghold of Amba Magdala. He was raised alongside the emperor's children and treated as a prince. Miriam escaped from Magdala in 1865 and returned home to Shewa. It is reported that Miriam was 6 feet tall and had a dark complexion with smallpox marks on his face and fine white teeth. Ato Bezeba, appointed governor by Emperor Tewodros II, fled the region when Miriam returned, and Miriam became Nago's king of the region. When Emperor Tewodros II died in 1868, Miriam decided to become emperor but had to submit to Tekla George's 1868 to 1872 and Johannes the Fourth 1872 to 1889. Meanwhile, Miriam began to incorporate several kingdoms and states of southern Ethiopia into his reign, and by the time of Johannes IV's death in 1889, Miriam had become the most powerful ruler in Ethiopia, both king and emperor. Miriam assumed the name Emperor Menellik II upon his coronation on November 3, 1889. His ancestors had been rulers of Mainz, the heartland of Shewa, since the 17th century, and it has been claimed that they were related to the Solomonid line of emperors who ruled Ethiopia between 1268 and 1854. The crown name Menellik II was significant, as Menellik I was the legendary son of Solomon and Makeda, the queen of Sheba. Menellik II expanded Ethiopia almost to its present-day borders. Just as Menellik II was crowned, Italians had settled along the Red Sea coast, establishing a colony at Eritrea. The Ethiopians and Italians initially reached an agreement, the Treaty of Wichale, but the Italian interpretation of the agreement gave Italy a protectorate over Ethiopia. When Menellik II learned of this, he renounced the treaty, which resulted in several skirmishes and a subsequent major battle at Adwa. The Italian army was defeated in the Battle of Adwa on March 1, 1896. With the treaty cancelled, the Italians retreated. Menellik II began large-scale modernization, which included bringing back a national currency, constructing buildings for improved educational facilities and ministries, installing a railway from Djibouti to the new capital of Addis Ababa, and establishing the first telephone and telegraph systems in the empire. Sometime in 1906, Menellik II became very ill. He suffered a massive paralytic stroke on October 25, 1909, causing power to pass to his wife, Empress Taitu. Menellik II was married 3 times to Altash Tewodros 1864 to 1865, Befana Gachu 1865 to 1882, and Taitu Betul 1883 to 1913. He had no children with his wives, but several other children by other women that he recognized. Emperor Menellik II died in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia on December 12, 1913 at the age of 69. The next major leader of all of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, was not crowned until 1930.